This week on The Status Report, we're giving you the best of the last 10 episodes. Remember, listen every Monday, available everywhere. You're listening to The Status Report.
Yeah! Huh? I'm kind of hyped. I'm kind of hyped.
I'm hyped for you.
I'm hyped. I ain't gonna talk about it, you know what I mean? 'Cause I ain't gonna talk about it. We're gonna let the remind me shit go, you know what I mean? That Patrice Russian. That's your vibe right there? You snap your fingers at that?
Stiff as fuck.
I can't stand y'all motherfuckers. God damn.
The question we want to know, is that a weave though?
It's not.
Is that a lace front?
It's a lace front, bro.
It is?
I can tell.
It's a lace.
I see the makeup on the edge.
What you know about that?
Dog, I used to hate fucking with girls with weave. Let me turn this Patrice shit off.
Let me turn this Patrice shit off.
But I used to fucking hate messing with girls with weave. That shit used to get all over my floor and shit.
The weave.
The weave be everywhere. This one girl, I told her she couldn't sleep in she couldn't be in my bedroom or anywhere anymore.
That's a bad weave,
She was
though,
shedding.
bro.
I was like, she got to just be in the basement. I made her sleep in the basement of my house.
Okay, R. Kelly.
No, not like that.
No, I'm not.
I let her pee in the toilet.
It sounded a little bit sketchy,
That
though.
motherfucker had motherfuckers shitting in buckets. I ain't go there. I just said you can't if you gonna take the weave out, we can work. But you gonna be rocking all that shit.
Was it a nice basement?
It was my house. Of course it was a nice basement. But I'm just saying, who wants to wake up with fucking somebody else's hair between their legs and shit because she been shedding all goddamn night? I'm just saying. That you don't know about that. You ain't had no relationship with a woman with a weave. You understand what I'm saying?
So I get it now. It's clicking now.
I sleep in my birthday suit. I got my birthday out, balls to the wall, to the window, to the wall. We got the wonderful, the incredible Chef Zern. Plant bass in your face. Plant bass in your face. Come get a taste. You know what I mean? What you making tonight, Zane? Talk to us. We ghetto because we ain't gonna. You want to speak in the mic? Hold on, let's put the mic over here. Tell us what you making, girl.
So I'm making vegan lasagna, and I'm making some garlic knots, and I got a secret little sweet potato pie.
Sweet potato pie. Hold on,
I'm ready for it.
Hold on, that's what else you making, Zane? Talk about it. Don't do that. You know I like to eat. Now go ahead. Go.
I'm also making a mixed vegetable pasta.
Mixed vegetable pasta. Okay.
And I'm making some Asian noodles too.
Yeah, she's making them garlic noodles. Now, if you familiar, you had them garlic noodles before at Crustaceans? You been to Crustaceans? Crustaceans is it's a restaurant that if you meet let's say you meet an Instagram girl or whatever, and you trying to hit on the first night, you take it to the Crustaceans, let her get them garlic noodles. You know what I'm saying?
Garlic noodles.
Get the crab out the shell. Now, I don't eat that no more because I'm plant-based in your face. You know what I'm saying? Come get a taste. You know what I mean? Feel the bass. Black is my race. Don't hate. Don't violate. Anyway, but yeah. Bars. Niggas still rapping. But yeah, but I'm saying it's a place that, you would go to and you take her there. You let her get that. It's about $100 a plate. You know what I mean? That crab out the shell. And they got them garlic noodles. So now that I am plant-based, I pretty much have her emulating all the dishes that I fucked with when I was like eating the other stuff. And yes, guys, we will be eating on here. So we gonna be smacking and all that shit because we keeping it thorough. You know what I mean? That's that type of podcast we doing. We ain't doing none of that like, trying to be all, as you say, cute. I gotta have some gay. We gotta have some gay dudes on here. I
could bring somebody.
Yeah, we should talk just because I want to know what's like cool and what's not. You know what I'm saying?
Like to go down the guide, like the gay.
I need to know the gay guidelines, especially now I got a podcast. Like, what can I say? I don't want the homosexual community coming after me. I heard they have like whole things where people just listen to people eat.
What?
Yeah, what is it called? Mukbang?
What?
Yeah, mukbang.
Here we go.
What is that?
I'm about to do it for y'all. This is what it sounds like.
Show it to me. Show it to me. I like that.
Is that a fetish?
That shit kind of turning me on. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my god.
Have you been with somebody and the sex wasn't good and you stayed with them?
Yes.
What the fuck is that about?
How long did you stay?
It was like a year.
You
and it was never good.
You can die any day, right? So you just getting some bad dick for a year.
I told him about it, and we was trying to like
Trying to what?
see if it was gonna get better.
What was wrong with it?
It was just bad.
What was bad about it?
The motion just wasn't right. I don't think the
He didn't know how to
chemistry was
move?
there. Yeah, he didn't know how to move. The rhythm was
What was
off.
wrong? Like,
he
he
didn't know how
just-
to pull hair right. It was just everything was just wrong.
There's a proper way to pull the hair?
There is a proper way to pull hair.
Well, especially when there's a lace front stat.
I don't have no fucking lace front.
You know what he needed to do? He got to start at the lip pulling her hair.
That was a good one. That was a motherfucking good
Thought
one.
you had a friend, nigga. Nigga, you ain't pulling from my lip. This is some bullshit trying to pull my hair. I want that hair pulled from my lip, nigga. You think I'm just growing this for my health, motherfucker?
Let's show them your motherfucking hair. Come on.
I ain't got no hair, nigga. I'm bald. That's why I wear a hat. I can't do nothing about it. If I could, I would. I tried. I used to use Rogaine. Shit make your dick not work.
For real?
Yes, that shit makes you impotent.
I didn't know that.
Yes, I tried it.
Don't believe
Slinky. No, for real. Show every dude I know that's used that. It's a common fact. Sorry, Rogaine, not to shit on y'all, but it's true.
I'm gonna go back to when I was in that situation for that year. Do you think it would have been okay for him to let me have an open relationship and let me do what I wanted to do outside?
I think he should have left you alone. I think everybody's not sexually compatible. I think he should have like manned up, like Phil said, when that he knew he wasn't gonna have. He had met a great girl and he left her alone. He should have manned up and been like, "Hey, look, I'm not compatible with you sexually. I'm not giving you what you need, and it's because it's gonna lead to other frustrations."
I gotta tell you,
That's exactly what happened. So I was a bitch.
Well, that's the thing is,
I was a bitch.
bro, women are so can be so passive aggressive that if
No, I ain't passive aggressive. Fuck that.
But there are. I mean, that is.
She got a record, and I ain't talking about music. Christina Dina, aka beat a bitch up. See, we don't talk about her. We don't talk about Christina. Christina will fuck your ass up. Look at them hands.
I just tell it like it is. Like I'm not gonna like. I didn't try to like hurt his ego or anything like that. I was honest with him. Like the shit just won't it.
So how soon did you have that conversation?
The second time we had sex.
Damn, it was early in the game. Huh? Yeah. What you was like, yo, this ain't right.
Cause we didn't have sex. It was a minute before I found out. So it was like I was just kind of chilling. I wasn't like I didn't find out early.
Did he
like,
I wonder if this is like an underlying problem and whether his thing is to like kind of get people to like sort of fall in love with them and hold out on sex so that it doesn't, you know.
That's
that he has a better
fucking
chance to
hilarious.
keep it.
That's a good way of looking at it.
He bamboozled you, huh?
Probably
Tricked her into falling in love.
Tricked you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You can like.
He should have left me alone. I should have left him alone because I knew what the fuck it was.
And
Wasting my damn time.
That's crazy. I can't believe you did that. Was that the worst sex you ever had?
No.
What's the worst?
I mean, what do you mean? Say his name?
No, I'm saying like what made it the worst? Was it the size or he just didn't know? Was it too fast? Was he quick?
Oh, yeah, I had a what they call it, a quick pumper before. It was just like,
Oh, you had to hit you with that 5-pump slump.
and I'd be like, no,
You ain't
please
ugly
stop.
to get the.
He would talk shit while we was having sex.
What you mean?
Even though it was trash?
And it was trash. So it would be like, yeah, you like that. And he would
Word.
pull like, you don't pull this hair here. What the fuck are you doing up
You
here?
try to pull the baby hair?
Yeah, you don't do that.
Oh, you got to go from the back.
And he's
huh?
like,
You gotta yank it from the
get
back.
gotta get to the
a
root.
nice little
You gotta yank it from the
lusty
roots.
grab. No, but it was just like, he would talk shit and I would be like, I'm about to tell you the truth if you ask me one more time.
You didn't catch
No,
that.
she didn't say.
What did he say? What did he say? I'm not
That was
dealing with
him.
that.
That
I'm
was
not
him.
dealing with that. I don't give a fuck.
No, but
So,
you know, I
yeah.
got in relationships though. Like, you know, we make these compromises, and I think that people are afraid to hurt each other's feelings, and so a lot of people stick around for shit that they really have no business sticking around for because they don't want to have difficult conversations.
I will have a difficult conversation. Has anybody
But
ever
did you
tried to
really
work-
though? Because you waited around for a year.
I did because I was trying to like work it out. You know what I mean? But
But is
fuck
that how
that
it
shit.
works, though?
Don't do that no more. If it ain't right, it probably ain't gonna be right in a month. It probably ain't gonna be right in 6 months. It probably ain't gonna be right in a year. When it comes to shit like that, you're not gonna go to fucking sex school and just be good. It just is what it is.
But
It's
you know
because
what's crazy?
the chemistry is off.
Some girl somewhere thinks he's the best ever.
Yeah, they probably have great. And he was a good guy. It wasn't
Yeah,
like he was a horrible guy.
some
He's a
girl.
good person.
It's somebody for everybody.
Yeah, and he just want it for me, and I want it for him.
Grammatically, I don't think that was correct, but we gonna roll with it. I don't eat from it. What was that?
This motherfucker.
Get into that. How are you doing? Let's talk. I want to know how you guys are doing because we don't never do that. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Can't complain. I'm happy.
You went home.
I did go home. That was a great trip.
How was that?
I ain't gonna front. It wasn't that great. I had a good time.
Did you get some dick?
You want to know what's so crazy?
Negative.
I am so ignorant.
I don't want to talk about it.
Damn, you got some dick.
I didn't.
You for real? How you gonna
Wait,
go
were
home
you
and
expecting some? Because you seem disappointed.
I ain't even gonna front.
Or was it like
I was
was it like
upset.
an old flame that flaked on you or something?
I
What
don't
happened?
talk
Well, he in
about
a
it.
relationship, huh?
No.
He couldn't get it up. Damn, the nigga using Rogaine.
He's married.
All of this stuff is false. Y'all wrong, and wrong.
So what
wait,
happens? What happened?
you pop pills to get it up?
I have shit.
Have you?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Nigga, PED.
No,
I'm Barry
hold on a
Bonds out here.
second. The pill's not about round 1. It's about round
Yeah.
2 and 3. Like, cause
That's a lot.
It's I'm Barry Bonds out here. PEDs. You know what I'm saying? What is it called? The Mitchell Report. I'm all in it. Who gives a fuck? What am I trying to prove? I've been fucking since I'm 16.
but it also,
okay?
I don't think it has the same stigma anymore. Because like Kodak made a whole song about Viagra.
Yeah,
So I
man.
don't think he did. I don't think
so
anybody
bad
cares
at knowing
anymore.
this shit.
If you get a headache, do you take a pill? I'm not saying I need it all the time, but if you trying to,
Stop. Yo, I think that's because y'all old as fuck. I went on a date with this dude one time.
your daddy old.
And he went to the bathroom and came back and he was extra like,
I
was like,
don't think that was a
fuck outta
Viagra.
here.
To be honest with you.
It take time.
I don't know what the fuck it was, but I had to get out of
It
there. It
take
was
time.
weird. It was very noticeable. Whatever he went to the bathroom to do was noticeable.
It takes time for that to jump in. It ain't just like,
So my question to you guys is it possible for Black Americans to be either Republican or pro Donald Trump without effectively being sellouts?
You go ahead, because I'm going to go for a minute. Go ahead, please.
No, I actually want you to talk about it because I think your viewpoint on this is interesting.
So first of all, I'm going to just break this all the way down. Just give some history about me in politics. I've only voted one time, and that was for Obama, and it was because he was black. I wanted my son to be able to see that someone was president that's like looked like kind of like him.
Yeah, the precedent.
Yeah, that I like new shit. Just like if a chick runs that's not Hillary Clinton, I'm gonna vote for her probably. But the whole system itself is bullshit.
Well, why did you specify Hillary Clinton, for example? That's interesting, right?
I don't fuck with her. I don't
Right.
fuck with the Clintons at all because of what they did with the jail system.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But people don't pay attention to that, though. And that's the thing is, like, my point, and you know how I vote with my pockets, basically.
Yeah.
So whoever I think it has the best chance of reducing taxes, that's who I'm voting for.
Well, yeah.
And I didn't vote for Donald Trump because I think he's like just an abomination of a human being. So I didn't vote at all.
But I want to just address this on this podcast because everybody is so in the uproar about Donald Trump and his viewpoints. But he is the majority of rich white men agree with what he says. He just says it. You gotta understand that man's 73 years old. When he was a child, the bathroom said
It was Jim Crow laws.
white
Yeah,
people only, black people not allowed,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So he grew up in a time where they dominated and they didn't have to hide what they wanted to say. They could say whatever they wanted to say. It's just like if you put a 73-year-old black man in the White House and tell him not to fucking have hate against white people. What the fuck you mean?
So I gotta kind of disagree with you, though.
Shit.
I disagree with you, actually.
Why?
Because I think Donald Trump hates poor people
Well, he
much
hates
more than he hates black people. Yeah.
No.
He's an elitist.
No,
I mean, the guy grew up in New York City.
I understand, and I agree with
But you
that.
can't take away from the fact
you
that
can't
what he
take away
said.
For sure.
Yeah, that applies because
You were raised like that.
yes,
It just is
it's
what
like
it
an
is.
instinct. It's like I was raised to hustle and get money, or it's a certain thing. So when I revert back and get down to my shit, I'm gonna be who I am at the core. It doesn't matter where you put me.
Right.
That's gonna come out of me because it's natural. It's the same shit with him. At the core of him, he was raised to be separated and segregated and feel elite over certain types of people. You can't take that away. So all these people that are running for the White House are in their 60s and 70s. You got to put some young motherfuckers in there.
That's exactly right. And by the way, in the next 20 years, all those old pieces of shit are going to be dead and gone.
And ignorant at the same time. So you're saying is love cursed by what? Being in a relationship?
No.
They love?
Basically, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's cursed, but there are people who believe that shit.
What, being faithful is
no, I
cursing
think
love?
what they're saying is love cursed? Like, can you love somebody
And
so
be with
much that you can let them be with other people if that's what makes them happy? Or is the premise, the assumption that people can be with one person flawed inherently?
We don't possess people. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I just feel like
Yeah, but you do. That's bullshit. Because if you're
no, you don't.
No, but you do.
You
No,
don't.
you try to.
You try to, because if you expect
you
for your
shouldn't.
boyfriend to be faithful to you, even though he doesn't want to be, but
Then you shouldn't be with that person.
What do you mean? You don't
He
want...
just said if you want to possess that person and you want to be with them, but they don't want to
Yeah,
be.
your expectation is that he should only want to be with you.
Yes.
And if he doesn't, then we shouldn't be together.
But it's still a possession.
It's not
That means it's a
possession.
zero-sum game for you. That means either like he has to abide by your rules,
It's
or he's
not
got to hit
about
the highway.
abiding- No, it's not about abiding
Phil.
by my rules.
Women with mustaches do not play.
I mean, this joke is getting so old.
Listen, you know, I mean, you know what you can do about it to
Take
make
the
it
hat
go away.
off. Oh, take the hat.
Oh, George Jefferson.
Hey, let me tell you something. Michael Jordan made my shit acceptable. I just rock hats because I'm promoting the fake work. It's a management company, baby. You know what? Fuck it. I'm taking a stand.
I'm not taking my mustache
on some
off.
real
It's
shit.
fine.
Hey, yo,
This is fine.
Oh, stat.
No.
Stat. It looks. You're being generous.
No, I mean, it's nothing wrong with bald.
Let me
That's not
let
bald,
me break
that's
something down. Look at his hands.
What about him?
Look at his face. Two different people.
We can never stay on topic.
His face is Muslim. His hands is Jewish. That's why I found out them double beds is useful. She had her girl, her daughter. I think her daughter was what, 6. Put that daughter on that other bed. Mama was over there just obscene. It's like the room turned into 2 rooms the way her mama was behaving. She totally got out of mama mode and just came over on some just.
And her daughter was asleep.
And her daughter was right. And then she woke up.
And then what? Did the behavior change back
But
to
for
one?
me, I
room?
went Limp Bizkit, you know, automatically. It's something about toddlers that make a nigga dick shrivel up.
Well, I would.
So
That's actually sort of a sign of decency.
I went Limp Bizkit. So she back over there. She butt ass. All kind of juices is on her, you know, because I done laced her. She trying to rock her back. You know what I mean? She rocks her back.
Wait, she's rocking the baby
but
to
she
sleep?
ain't have enough time to wipe off. I done laced her. You know what I mean? She comes back after the baby go back for the double lob. She still got it on her. You know what I mean? Oh, my youth. Shout out to you, girl. You know who you are. Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
I was about to say, I don't know if that was a hint.
Pittsburgh.
Or if that was. Because he definitely said he does it in hotel rooms. If y'all remember from a couple episodes.
can fly.
Roberto.
I'm gonna segue to that.
The sky. Shout out to him. He just got locked up with his nasty ass.
Innocent until proven guilty, stat.
That nigga's a pedophile. He's a pedophile.
He been proven.
So do you guys listen to R. Kelly music at all?
I fuck with his music. I still listen to Michael Jackson.
I was playing.
I don't like actively like go turn it on, but if it's on, then it's on.
I actively turn it on.
I don't.
Why?
And Michael Jackson gets a pass?
I just can't unthink that. Like, okay,
Do you know
these songs are literally about. I don't know.
Well,
I just
I work-
don't want to listen to it.
you have had the opportunity to work in the music industry? So I don't know how many people you have been around. A lot of these people are scumbags.
They are. Trust
They
me, I
have
know.
horrible. They are horrible people. You understand what I'm
I
saying?
mean, the people that he was working with, I almost said it. The people that he was working with while he was with Aaliyah, when she was like 15 or 16, are literally like at the absolute top of the food chain.
Well, but let me let you in on something. When I was in high school, it was always old dudes across the street waiting to pick up the girls. That's
I
what
ain't
it
gonna
was.
front. At first I was like, when do these guys have the opportunity? Me being a woman, I can say that I have put men in compromising situations where I gave them the opportunity to talk to me.
By
Like,
lying about your age? Did they
no,
lie
I
to
never
you?
lied about my age, but like I would be in a club that I knew I had no business in at 14, 15 years old. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
you lying about your age. I mean, because the
well,
assumption
yeah,
is
technically,
if
I didn't
you're
lie to them personally. I lied to the bouncer.
no, but if
The
I'm in a
person-
club, I'm assuming that everyone in there is 21 or over.
exactly.
So what you trying
I
to
guess
tell
you're
us?
right.
You trying to tell us that That pussy got some miles on it.
Shut the fuck up. I say that was fucking piece of shit.
Why do you think that the music industry hasn't gotten as sort of decimated by the Me Too movement as everything else? And do you think it's coming at some point?
I think music itself, especially hip hop, a lot of it, the misogyny is at a level that it's understood that it comes with the territory.
So-
And what I do like now is that the women, I love, especially like Megan Thee Stallion. I love how she's basically on her records. Come eat my pussy, give me your money, get the fuck out of my house, nigga. I enjoy that because the tables are now turning. And I think we have the skin to and the wherewithal to take that and understand that and hear that and still ride with it, because for so many years it's been bitch this, hold this. I'm gonna get my money, bitch. I don't know.
There's a lot of men who have
that-
a problem with it though, and I think they need to shut the fuck up.
But it's not even
A
for
problem
me.
with
For me.
with the way women are rapping and
Well, look at Jermaine Dupri.
Well, I don't no. See,
Yeah.
I don't think.
Did you hear what Cardi B had to say back to
But
that?
I don't think he had a necessarily. I think what he's talking about is more mainstream. You know, it's just like, it's the whole theory of when you're older and you're talking to kids about how it was when you were in high school, you're gonna always revert back to your era,
Right.
to say that your era was better. You know what I mean? So
that's true.
you gotta understand, he came up. Brat was one of his artists. Right. She didn't use sexuality as much in her raps. You know, Lauryn Hill was around that time. He's an older man, so MC Lyte, Queen Latifah, it's a lot of these artists that didn't necessarily use sexuality.
Yeah, they're like conscious women.
Exactly. So that's what he drew from. So that's where he's at. So he's saying, which is true, the vast majority of female rappers that are in the mainstream use what their sexuality in their songs. But as Cardi B said, which is facts, people, right, like that shit. If they didn't like that shit, then these artists wouldn't be in the mainstream, because there are other artists like Rhapsody, you know, Tierra Whack. It's a bunch of girls that can spit, right, that don't get that attention because the mainstream don't want to hear it, because a lot of girls enjoy the feminazi. Is that what?
Feminazi.
Feminazi.
I think
they enjoy it. They love the girls dogging dudes out saying, eat my pussy, or these hoes can't fuck with me, because a lot of girls, when they put on their makeup, that's how they feel. I
just think Jermaine Dupri could have been more articulate in this point. If he would have said everything you just said, he would have got a whole lot less flack.
Yeah, we want to come with something sweet. The reason we coming with something sweet, because we got a special guest. We got Marlos, and he gay. So we got sweet all around. Marlos, come over here, big dog.
That was literally the most inappropriate.
I wasn't dissing him. That's my dog. I don't know him. I've just met him tonight, but I'm just saying.
So the reason why we wanted to bring Marlos on, welcome Marlos. What's up, guys? My motherfucking nigga.
Before we even get into that,
Marlos, my baby.
This is what I want to say. Even to people that like do music and shit, the way Marlos is dressed right now, it's like what a star is supposed to look like.
Yeah, should I?
Like,
always.
You know, this nigga's a star.
He is, though.
I don't know what the fuck he do, but the nigga a star. So if he was selling some shit or performing somewhere, I'd be like, oh, he's performing. You know what I mean?
So the reason why we bringing Marlos on is because on this podcast, as you know, if you've been following and watching and listening, is that we say a lot of things that are politically incorrect.
I say a lot of things.
I was trying to say we. Because we all say shit that's like, damn, that's not socially acceptable
This
or whatever.
podcast is career suicide for me.
So we wanted to bring, certain people on to kind of like set the record straight.
And I'm not saying that Marlos represents every gay man
at all.
But at the same time, he knows more about the lifestyle than any of us, because he's a gay man. Yeah. My kid's mom, right? It was a time where like I couldn't even afford to get a haircut. Like literally. This girl flew to me and gave me $100 so I can go get a haircut, go get like, toiletries and shit. I was fucked up because I was transitioning. So it's a different deal. So she knows it's almost like I overdo it with that. You see what I'm saying?
But
so
that's
it's
kind of like with y'all. But that's crazy, because if a girl does that for a man now, everybody's like, "Oh, she a dumb bitch. She did. You stupid."
Who say that?
I ain't even about to get into this with you right now.
Who says she a dumb bitch?
No, I'm not saying her particularly, but if I were to tell you I did that for somebody or something like
I'm
that,
not gonna say you dumb.
Yes, the fuck you would.
No, I wouldn't. You know why? Because that dude ain't me. She did that for me because you gotta understand something.
that was at a time where I was transitioning out from being an artist, right? My whole life, I'm like, I'm gonna be a rapper, right? And nigga, then that shit don't happen. What the fuck do you do? Because as somebody that's in the spotlight performing in front of hundreds of thousands of people, you know what I'm saying? I was signed to Dr. Dre and Eminem, right? Right. Am I gonna go get a job at fucking McDonald's after that?
Yeah,
do you know how the fuck that feel?
Yeah.
Like to be hey, aren't you Stat Quo? Damn, nigga, I seen Stat Quo at the McDonald's, my
Walmart.
nigga.
Yeah.
At Walmart. But then at the same time, I can't go into a Fortune 500 company, even though I had a college degree, and say I want to get a job, because they're gonna be like, what the fuck you was doing the last 8-9 years? You have no experience on anything. Yeah. So she was able to understand that, right? And I figured it out because she rode with me, but I had the ambition. I didn't just sit on my ass. Right. I had the grind. So I'm saying, I told you, if you fucking with somebody and they got it in him, yeah, you stay down. Yeah. But if a motherfucker don't got it in him, you gonna be able to know. This motherfucker been knowing me a long time, and I wasn't always
seen the
here.
ups and the downs. Yeah.
I was fucked up. Remember the Trans Am? You remember your Monte Carlo, nigga? Like, damn, I was fucked up out here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no air condition. You know what I'm saying? I done went through it. Like, motherfucker can't tell me
with
shit.
With a pregnant wife.
Yes.
At the end of the day.
You know what? You can't. Hold up. I gotta ask you this. Okay, so you fucking somebody in the ass. How do you prepare for the shit? Like, what's going on?
Listen.
Let's talk about it.
Listen.
This the last question.
Listen, Adam. People know their motherfucking body. You know you got shit in you. You know it's your stomach. Like, you know, it comes with experience. Like, when you're young, you might be painting the motherfucking town brown like Picasso. But, you know, when you get older, you know what the fuck it is.
That shit is the craziest. Oh shit! See,
19, you like, oh shit, like I don't know, let me get a dish, and now it's like, bitch, it's not even giving. I know what's up. I can go to Mastro's, eat a full meal, and it's like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I know, you know.
So you know how to like, you shit.
Yeah, you can control it.
This is a genius.
It's situational because there's motherfuckers who will paint until they die. Like painting is shitting on the dick. Painting.
This is crazy.
Like a glossary or a dictionary.
Turn the music off. Rock. We not done.
Rocco, cut it out. We're not stopping.
This motherfucker is about to paintbrush out. We gotta go. We gonna go over today.
Crying.
Painting.
It's like if your friend called you like, oh bitch, I painted. Like, ugh, for real? What? Like, how much was it? Like, you know, like.
Do you keep going?
Some people like that nasty shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people want you to shit on them. People want you to piss on them. You know, it's situational.
Yeah, there are.
Me personally, if that ever happens to me, I'm done. Like, you
people, you nasty dog.
Hey, you led with do it for yourself. But you finish with keeping him happy.
No, you do it for yourself. You also do it for your partner.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're saying, oh, she's 45 years old. He shouldn't have to motivate her. Why is your partner not motivating you?
It's great if you motivate each other. But I'm not going to sit here and wait for somebody to necessarily tell me that, like, I'm getting fat.
So you're in a relationship. You're married since 1999.
It's your duty to support each other.
Then. All the other shit is irrelevant.
No, but you also, like, she could have got on the fucking treadmill or the Stairmaster.
Okay.
Like, why not?
I'm not saying she couldn't have, but I'm just saying for you to say, oh, she's 45, she need to motivate her motherfucking self. Like, you should be able to lean on your fucking partner when you down.
And you should also be accountable for your own shit.
And I agree with that, but that ain't what you said. So say that.
Yes, boss.
Hey, as the weeks go by, the dyke hoe just keep coming out of her. You sound like a lesbian.
How? Because y'all be coming at women types of crazy. Like, that shit don't have nothing to do with nothing.
No, not even that.
You shut the fuck up.
How do I come in?
No, I told you the same standard. The same standard applies to women. That's bullshit.
How do I come at women crazy?
You mean applies to men?
Yes,
you said applies to women.
Whatever you crack.
Because that's your subconscious talking that shit again.
Oh my god, my subconscious.
Yeah, y'all always want to talk about subconscious. Subconscious that.
No.
You said women.
I say vanity in relationships.
First of all, it's not.
I'm around too.
Feel like
fuck my vanity. I'm gonna be fat.
Canary got a phone way too fucking early. Dog.
And then
she be talking to dudes. Little boys,
they can delete the call log.
Damn, what if you find?
No, she did talk on the phone with a boy.
What if you found she was fucking?
I don't want to talk about that.
Why do you always do that?
Because I don't want to think about it. What would I do?
What do you do if you find out, for example, your daughter sends that little boy some nudes?
Oh shit!
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I had that conversation. I was like, you know what happens if you send somebody a dumbass picture? it's going to go to literally every one of their friends, who's going to send it to every one of their friends.
Right.
So
I don't think boys.
Yeah, grown men don't shit. I never understood sharing. I never shared my pictures.
That's so fucking
I always
stupid.
kept mine to myself.
Literally talking yourself out of a lot of future pussy by doing that. If that shit, like if you're known as the guy who aired out a girl's nudes, no girl in her right fucking mind, unless she wants that shit to get out, is gonna feel comfortable knowing that you're the guy who leaked
we're not in
nudes.
high school. It's not like everybody's
we're talking about, but we're literally talking about a 12-year-old.
That's kind of crazy.
That's what you're talking about.
I'm just talking about like if it's in high school.
Imagine
like in high school, if you were known for that, you know what I'm
Imagine
saying?
that walking to your daughter's room and she just busting it
She's
open
like,
in the camera. She's taking a picture of her ass from the back.
It ain't really much. Like I talk that positive shit, and I talk that like let's talk about it and educate.
Man, you would tackle her ass.
Yeah, it ain't much. That's
Look what she's doing with her hands right now. She's like,
Yeah, you already know. This motherfucker, she would tackle her ass.
Yeah, I don't.
Come
I'll start off real slow. What you here doing?
Shit. I'm not even.
Because I want to hear the lie. I love hearing the lie first. That shit get me so riled up.
I be wishing bullshit on people. I kind of hope that happens to you. The Philberg, you know what I'm saying? The Vanilla Gorilla.
half the man I used to be.
Oh wow.
Dumb as hell.
Dumb as hell.
Cannot accept his age. I don't know what else to
Should
say
we
about
pull
him.
the video up? Can we insert the video into this?
Come on.
Maybe keep swimming.
Oh fuck! What was that?
I can't even hide it anymore. Okay, so Phil, tell the world why your arm looks like that.
Yes. From the beginning to the end.
Yes, before we get into anything.
I was in Germany.
Start over.
Let me speak into the mic. Okay.
Do that.
You do that gay voice well. I'm just saying. Let's talk about
It's
it.
a basketball accident.
No,
Shut your ass up and tell the truth.
What happened? First of all, start from the beginning.
All right, so I'm in Germany
Why were you in Germany?
for work.
Okay.
What were you working doing?
I'm in Germany for work, and so
Well, we can't know what the fuck you
Yeah,
were doing.
what the fuck were you in Germany doing?
No, because I told you guys that I licensed a drug from a university in Germany. Right?
He's a drug dealer.
Cancer
Continue.
therapeutic. I am a drug dealer.
Okay.
He is
But
a
I
drug
licensed
dealer.
a cancer therapeutic for pancreatic and ovarian cancer from this university. We had a scientific advisory board meeting, and somebody from GE Healthcare, like an executive, was there to talk with us about investing in the company.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted to go out, right? You know, I don't go out anymore, really.
Yeah.
But I decided to go out, and I had a little bit more than I would usually have to drink.
Mm.
We ended up at a bar and a club, and kind of turning up a little bit. And then at the end of the night, this little German guy.
Christina, do the kids still say turning up?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
Listen, I don't do this for the kids at all. So
I'm just
I think
saying.
it goes the other way.
Yeah, Phil, don't touch your mic though.
Yeah, stop touching shit.
Okay.
No, it's hard when he sees something
you're
that
so
resembles
rough.
a dick. He just got to grab it. Anyway, go ahead.
Dickhead.
now since it's that colored too, I'm thinking of you for some reason, stat, which is disturbing. So anyway,
Jesus be a
but anyway, so we're out, and it's like sort of the end of the night. It's 2:30 in the morning, and this guy just keeps pressing me like, "I want to arm wrestle you. You're big. Let's arm wrestle. Let's arm." And like literally shot him down the first 3 times. It was like, I'm not arm wrestling.
Did he touch you inappropriately? I'm saying he keeps pressing you, so I'm thinking he's trying to get
right.
some.
Like, what is he doing?
Is he trying to?
No,
Is he fondling your thighs?
Where did he press you at? What body part did he press?
Listen, my friend Marlo said you can't ever force anybody out of the closet, so I'd appreciate if you let me be. All right.
Okay.
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 Anyway, go ahead. Continue.
Anyway, so I, like after like the 3rd or 4th request, I finally was like, you know what, fine, let me arm wrestle him. And I sit down, and literally like right as I'm about to beat him, you guys have seen the video. Like I have him like an inch from the table, and his arm slipped a little bit when he was trying to adjust himself, and I heard a snap. And the last thing you hear in the video is me saying, "What the fuck was that?"
The videos he's referring to is on his Instagram, and he sent us like 1 million.
And depending on how much time Rock spends on this week, he'll probably put the video up. I'm gonna throw it in there. But anyway, so my humerus, which is the bone behind your bicep, snapped. Like literally
It
snapped.
sounded so bad. So you didn't even feel it initially.
No, you know how they say that when somebody gets shot or stabbed, sometimes you can see you don't feel it, but then you see other people's reactions and then you feel it. That was kind of my story. I didn't feel anything. These 3 girls started crying. The dude that I was arm wrestling with also started kind of tearing up a little bit, and then I looked down and my arm was just kind of flopping around. What do you guys think is appropriate in terms of PDAs or public displays of affection? Like, what's appropriate? What's too much? What's over the top?
Whatever you want to do.
I'm not with that.
I am. If you want to do all that shit, grabbing ass, holding hands, kissing, no, because you in your own world. Who gives a fuck? If that's the case, then that means I'm not gonna wear what I want to wear because I think it's tacky. No, I want to wear that shit.
I'm cool with some hand holding. I'm cool with the arm around. I mean, but you know what I mean. But we just
so you wouldn't
no
kiss.
Public tongue down,
not
bust
no
down.
tongue down like for no.
I mean,
not no. You may kiss
okay,
the bride.
I take back what I said.
4 minutes. You know.
Yes, I agree. I take back what I say, but at the same time, I think there's a time and place for certain stuff. So, like, if you're at,
Yeah,
if
like
you're
at home
in
in
a
the bedroom.
if you're in front of an area that is like the beach, there's kids at the beach. It's a family place. I will still do what I want to do, but at the same time, I'm gonna watch if there's like because I don't want to do anything.
Are you a PDA kind of person? Like you like kissing in public and at the beach and all that?
Honestly, it depends on who I'm with and the energy that we have.
Yes, it's certain kissing you can do in public and certain kissing you shouldn't do in public.
Like pecking.
Pecking is all good, even an extended long kiss.
I was gonna say like an extended long kiss.
But if she's straddling me in the food court and then children surrounding me, right, eating their fucking tacos they just got from Taco Bell, and I'm with.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
That shit is
that's
like
what I'm
you
saying.
can't
But
be
you
doing
wouldn't
that
do
shit.
that right then and there.
I'm saying I've been in situations where
the girl wants to do that.
I've seen things like you don't do that.
Has someone tried to do it to you though? Like a girl tried to do it to you?
And
then you curve them. How do you get out of that?
Like, what are you doing?
You asked them that.
Exactly. What are you doing?
Like I'm guilty of ageism just now, but I really feel like what's appropriate for 15-year-old kids to do is definitely not appropriate for adults. So it's like is that like an ageist thing?
PDA is cool if you're 90. I think it's
Ventures out.
It's cute.
You're 90 years old.
At that point, you fucking living your best life.
Have you seen those YouTube clips of like that 90-year-old man like trying to grab the cheeks of the like 97-year-old?
Yeah, if you're 90.
No, did you see the one where they were on FaceTime and he's like licking his phone and then the older lady on FaceTime with her titty out? That's so funny.
No, it was more like from here. It was more like from here. So it's funny that you brought up like the senior citizens. When Dave's stepfather was at Ocean House, which is like a crazy like $8,000 a month like assisted living in Santa Monica, they literally had median age in this place is like 127, by the way. All right? Mm-hmm. They had a syphilis outbreak.
Word?
Yeah.
In the
Wait,
in the retirement home, in the assisted living, they had a syphilis outbreak out there.
Here?
In Santa Monica.
When I first got here,
so these old
there was
people
these
are literally
big
like,
fucking billboards, syphilis. I was just like, what the fuck did I just move to?
Isn't that crazy though? I mean, literally, I was exaggerating with 127.
So when you get old, women's they pussy don't get wet no more, right?
There's ways around that, isn't there?
I think of course you can oil it down.
No, but I mean, like imagine it when you imagine the 90-year-old stat. Are you gonna want to like have sex with the 90-year-old whatever? Like female?
I'm gonna be fucking.
I can't imagine. I was about to say, I don't think I'm gonna get a certain age and just want to stop having sex.
When I was gonna jump off the balcony here, I was gonna beat off first. Why? That was the first. I had to get that
clear conscience.
Well, you got to nut before you die. You know what I'm saying? I want to go out like a winner.
Like Andre the Giant.
I appreciate you guys for joining us, and I appreciate you all for coming here and doing this. I never say that to y'all both. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? This shit
we appreciate you too.
We have a good time.
Motherfucking nerve.
Yes, we have a good time. Chef Zane, thank you as always. Thank you, Rock, Chris. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
the
else.
whole team.
I ate too much that shepherd's pie.
Possible.
Yes, everybody here.
I'm about to go light your toilet upstairs.
No, you're not.
Y'all know what it is. Yo, this is the status report.
Come and get it from the source.